I don't have
sir,
anything
I
to hide.
I
I'm
need
not
your
a
name,
criminal.
sir. If you're not
I'm
refusing,
not a criminal. I don't break
if you're
the law.
not refusing, sir, I need your ID.
Can we get your supervisor out here?
No.
Can we get a sergeant, please?
No, you're gonna deal with me.
This deputy doesn't know the law, and I'm hoping you do. This is owned by the federal government. This is federal property. United States Post Office. This is a public area. Inside is a public lobby. Okay, so the branch manager stepped out, and she thought there was a sign on the door that said no photographing. And I stepped out and looked at all the signs. There are no signs saying no photographing. There is a poster 7 in here that gives the rules and regulations about photography and the conduct on postal property. I'll be glad to show it to you. And it allows me to do what I'm doing. Not only that, DHS memo came out that says photographs on all federal property, inside and outside in publicly accessible areas, is lawful activity.
Yes, sir. Okay, but you have the right to refuse your service, sir. So basically, well, I'm asking a question before we go in there. If they're going to ask them, they want you to leave, will you be willing to leave? If they, 1 minute, if they say that, if she go in there and say they verify, they want you to leave at this point, will you leave location? Sir?
Absolutely. If you tell me to leave, I will leave because I respect you. I respect the deputies.
They don't want him back here.
Okay.
I've already went inside and made contact with
But
him.
just double check. Double check. Do you have any idea on you, sir? They do want you on trespass location.
Well, that's unlawful.
No, so basically what you did, so basically they want you to leave. I'm gonna go verify.
Okay.
But once you leave, and you're going back and forth, and that causes disturbance. So that's breach of peace, sir.
No,
that's
sir.
against the law.
Now calls no.
Well, basically,
I've got it recorded.
Okay,
right
that's
here.
what I'm going to verify. But if that's the case, you did basically start peace. That's breach of peace. That is a crime, sir.
Okay.
And I do need your ID for it.
Okay, now I understand that what they're telling you.
Yes, sir.
And I did not create any disturbance.
Are you able to wind it back so I can see?
Oh yeah, I've got
I'll take a
live
look.
right here. I got a body cam here.
I'll take a look, sir. You say you call disturbance. I'll take a look.
Well, I don't have to prove anything because I'm not.
Well, basically, I have your word to the word, and then basically they're saying you
Okay.
cause disturbance, and I'm assuming it's multiple in there because you said the branch matter came out, so it's multiple witnesses there say you will cause the disturbance. So I said that's consistent with breach of peace, sir, and I'm asking for your ID because that is a crime in South Carolina.
Okay, but I did not commit a crime.
I'm telling you did. I'm telling you, you
Okay.
started peace,
All
sir.
right.
You started a data or operation of business.
No,
that is a crime in
there-
South Carolina. That's called breach of peace.
Well,
I need your ID.
Lying to 911 is also against the law.
Yes, it is, sir. But I had to verify that from you saying you have videos. So I'm asking to verify your part. You saying that they're lying about what they call disturbance. So are you able to give me your ID so I can do what I have to do?
Is this a stop and ID state?
Huh? This is stop an ID state. Sir, I'm saying you're basically committing a crime, or breach of peace,
No, I'm
third
not.
peace. I'm telling you, that's where they're saying you're disturbing
Well,
peace.
they
Sir.
can say whatever they want, but I'm not committing a crime.
I'm investigating that. I'm detaining you for basically investigating that. So basically, I had a right to ask for your ID, and I'm asking for your ID for a breach of peace, sir. So I need your ID.
Okay, well, I did not commit a crime.
I'm telling you, you did.
You weren't even here.
Disturbing peace. We have
You weren't
multiple
even
witnesses,
here.
sir. So basically, the branch matter, you say
Where's the
saying.
witnesses?
That is right there, sir. They're verifying with that. You are disturbing peace,
She
sir.
doesn't know her rules and regulations, and I'll be glad to show you that.
I'm telling you, sir. I need your ID.
Okay, I did not commit a breach of peace.
Well, okay, sir. Well, that's you are there in court if it goes that far. But at this point, I'm saying inform you. Basically, you're informed. You are committing a crime for a breach of peace. You are disturbing the peace from what we got the call about, sir. We see the call now. We see the call for it. So you are disturbing the peace, sir. So basically, I'm asking your ID for violating that law.
Well,
so I need your ID.
Under threat of arrest, I will, but I'm not committing a crime.
Well, I explained my part too, sir. I explained why I'm asking your ID. I explained what crime I'm committing. You believe you broke. It was breach of peace. I need your ID.
I did not commit a crime.
Well, like I said, it's breach of peace. I need your ID.
I don't have my ID on me.
You have your name. What's your name, sir?
Am I being threatened with arrest?
You're being detained, sir, for basically investigating for crime.
I told you that.
Yeah,
So basically, I need your name. So what's your name?
Okay, being in detention in South Carolina does not require an ID.
Yes, sir. I'm committed to suspecting you of a crime. Yes, it does, sir. I have the right to identify who you are. Yes,
so
you
you think this is a stop and ID state?
Sir, you about sir.
Do
Are you refusing to identify who you are? Are you refusing to identify who you are?
No,
sir?
I'm not.
Okay,
I don't have
so
anything
I need
to hide.
your
I'm not a
name,
criminal.
sir. If you're not
I'm
refusing,
not a criminal. I don't break the law.
If you're not refusing, sir, I need your ID.
Can we get your supervisor out here?
No.
Can we get a sergeant, please?
No, you're gonna deal with me.
6 feet, sir.
Did you not?
I don't want to answer that question. But I will ID to you.
Yeah, because you're being, sir, you're doing a whole lot of stuff for no reason at all. You denied the thing you did drive here, and basically, in South Carolina, you need an ID to operate a vehicle in South Carolina.
Am I operating a vehicle?
Sir, that's why you didn't want to ask cuts, because you drove here.
Sir, I need a sergeant.
You drove here.
I need a sergeant here. I'm asking for your supervisor.
Sir,
Can I get a sergeant
that's
here?
still not gonna stop.
I'm not refusing anything.
Yes,
All
you
I
are, sir.
want-
I asked you multiple times. You can rewind your camera back. I asked you multiple times.
Okay,
You're
being-
refusing to identify yourself.
Being detained
You
does
refu-
not require
yes,
me
yes,
to
sir.
show
Yes,
an
sir.
ID.
It does. Yes, sir. You're investigating of a crime. Yes, sir. It does apply. You don't know your law, sir. You need to review your law. Yes, it does.
Can you state that statute?
Sir, no, you can go state statute, sir. You can look it up.
I looked it up.
It's no ignorance in law. So if you don't know, sir, you can go look it up. That's
Trespass does not apply to public property in South Carolina.
Sir, so they can refuse service. So basically, they
They
want
can
you
refuse service,
Okay, so
and I'll take it up with their higher
okay,
ups.
so officer, I'm asking, they want your trespass. They can put your trespass. This also is a business. They can refuse. They can put your
This
trespass.
is not a business. This is government.
So, sir, is it not a business operation? Do you not transaction money? Is it not considered still business, sir?
Sergeant.
No, this is my captain.
Oh, hey. How you doing, Captain?
Hello.
Nice to
Hey.
see you again.
Nice to see you again. How you doing?
Pretty good. This,
Shake your hand.
Yeah,
How are you?
Captain. I just want to say that you're one
What
of the
is
best
up?
captains I've ran into.
That's okay. That's okay. Appreciate
But
it.
So
I
what's going
want.
on?
Okay,
So
well,
basically, they want more trespassing. He's basically, I told him, he's basically got called, told him to disturb the peace. I'm asking for his identification. I told him he's under detained. He refused to identify who he is, give his identification, so they need to pay for trespass.
what I'm doing is lawful. I'm not creating any disturbance. Holding a camera does not create a disturbance. I understand you got called here.
So that's not creating disturbance, sir?
And he rolled up code 3 because elders. Captain, come here, bro. Am I being detained, Captain?
Nope. I just want to talk.
Elders has got me detained.
You are detained.
I told him he was informing you.
Right now, you and I are talking.
Okay.
Good. All right. So, all right. How much longer do you plan on?
Well, they're closing up at 5 o'clock, you know. And I really expected, I went downtown to the post office, walked all through there, 3 cameras rolling, nobody said a word. I didn't create any disturbance. The postal inspector was there.
Yeah.
He
did you
saw
talk-
what
did
I
you-
was-
Did you talk to the postal?
Not that day, but I had previous phone conversations with him, and he kind of told me what's allowed and what they don't like. They don't like being filmed over the counter line.
Yeah.
And I
yeah,
tried to
that's-
tell him
that's-
that
that's
you can't trespass your eyes, what you can see from public spaces. But I'm not here to get anybody's information. I'm not here to create a disturbance. I'm here to make sure these employees know their rules and the Richland County deputies know the law, and these two don't know the law. They think this is a stop and ID state. Elders thinks you can trespass people from public property, and the trespassing statute that has been affirmed by the South Carolina Supreme Court says the trespassing statute is only for private property. This is not their living room. They don't own this building.
I understand. I know where you're coming from. I understand that part.
So they're trying to issue me a trespass. He's trying to arrest me for disorderly conduct. Breach of peace. And I'm not breaching any peace. I didn't even have a conversation with any customers. So there's
So
no
you
customer in
haven't,
here.
you haven't intercepted the flow of business.
Not at all. Not at all. In fact, they're not even that busy. They never asked me to leave either.
Okay.
They always started that when the elders
well,
walked
it's,
in
it's
there.
closed, so they're asking you to leave the premises now that it's closed.
I'll accept that. But if you're going to try to issue me a trespass, that's going to be a violation of my civil rights.
But sir, if you have a good lawyer, sir, you can sue, sir. If that's the violation of your right, you can sue, sir. That's
Is that
your
what
right.
you want me to do?
All right. So this is what we're going to do.
Okay. I just want to tell them in public.
I get your point. I'll take care of this issue. I understand. I know your points of law. It's closed, and this is a public domain. You could be in the parking lot.
I would have left if she hadn't detained me.
She's not detaining you,
Okay.
or at least not anymore.
Where it is allowed, the Department of Homeland Security had put out a memo. It's allowed in public exterior and interior, a publicly accessible area. And the post office has a poster 7, which I tried to show Hardy. He didn't want to look at it, but it says news photographs for news purposes is allowed in entrances, lobbies, foyers, and corridors. I mean, but they don't know it. They think there's a sign on the door saying no photographs. So they need to be educated. And that's why I'm here.
Can we all get together and talk to them? and can we all sit down and knock it out?
I think they've already done that.
Instead of making a show out of it?
They've already done that. That 2018 DHS memo that came out because of a court case. and the Department of Homeland Security, he's nodding his head like he knows what I'm talking
I mean,
about.
so are you going to visit every post
I
office? in
am.
the central-
I'm gonna go to every sheriff's office, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you a compliment. But I tell you, I go to Richland County. There's not a sign on the door. I walk in. The people behind the glass, they're friendly. They help. They answer questions. They're knowledgeable. So, kudos to Richland County. But I did not expect this. I really did not. I expected them to know the law a little better.
Sir, regardless, sir, this is I understand what you're doing, sir.
Yes, sir.
But this is a very busy area, sir. But a deputy had to come out here and I understand you're trying to do
Yeah.
this for you, right?
Well,
But
she
deputy
shouldn't have
no,
called back
I'll
up.
let you speak, sir. Listen to
Okay,
me,
go
sir.
ahead.
I understand that, sir. But it's a very busy area, sir. We deal with shooting.
I understand that.
This guy seen somebody was having to deal with a gun, and deputy had to stop what they're doing to come deal with you with this, sir.
Well, let's take that up with the manager and-
You've
Hardy,
done this
Hardy.
multiple
Hardy,
times, sir.
Hardy.
This is not the first time you've done this. Obviously, it's not the first time you've done this, sir.
No, it's
You're
not.
wasting
Hardy.
taking away from resources by what you're doing.
I'm not.
He's correct.
I'm
about
not.
this.